So liquor,
tax,
you
they
take the
don't
bottle home with
Yes.
you and it's closed, right?
Yes.
Here, they're pouring it and making you a drink. It's open, 15%.
And it's 5% more for having a drink made for you in a establishment.
But what was Huntsville, Madison's?
It's like 11 or 12, I think
12.
it was. Was it?
So where do we get off thinking we can charge more than even Huntsville, since we always like to compete with them?
From what I was told, Athens is one of the highest liquor taxes in the state.
City.
For the city, yeah,
Right.
for the city in the state.
So I think you get into this like, okay, why is it so high? Well, if you're an Athenian, you know that even getting this town to go wet was just an act of Congress. I mean, the wildest thing that's happened since this town went wet is having the Christmas parade on a Sunday night. The two most controversial things to ever happen in Athens city limits.
Oh, we got to be in church, not in the Christmas parade.
Anyway, moving on. That's old news. So I think in probably their mentality behind it being so high was like, that's going to keep the riffraff out.
I think maybe it limits who can and who cannot.
We don't want it to just be bar after bar after bar and just wild liberals running around, and I'm just kidding. But
no, because that's the point though. Because you look at Florence. Florence is at 5%. What's over at Florence?
A college,
UNA,
right?
And Florence has a strip where it's like several bars and restaurants down, and a bunch of them college kids where they go to. Those bars in downtown Florence.
Right.
I would consider Athens to be more closer to what a Florence is and what a Madison and Huntsville is.
I agree with that.
So I think our model should maybe model closer to what Florence.
So again, we don't know how this goes about happening, but we do think that something that could be changed, looked at, and see how we could start making some change here would be that the city's not making quite so much on liquor taxes, because there's a lot of things that the city can't help, but that's one that they could help. And I think it would really, in an economy that's bad, and maybe it's like a time of year where people aren't coming out a ton and stuff, but then, every bit of your liquor sales, you have to turn around and give 15%. That's a lot. That's a huge percentage to the city. I feel like that's excessive, and we could do better.